episode is all about one guy. This episode is about Ptolemy. Ptolemy was one of the most discussed scientists of all time. And this is for a few different reasons, but before that, let's get started with the 12th entry in 52 Weeks, 52 Scientists. Yes, I am talking about Ptolemy. Ptolemy was born in 100 and died in 170, being an Egypto-Roman polymath. A guy Ptolemy was skilled in mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, geography, and astrology. He has influenced many European, Islamic, and Christo-Byzantine scholars. Let's discuss his works. His biggest works is Almagest, his originally the mathematical treatise, which is about mathematics and astronomy, basically. Then there is his geography, concerning the geography of the Greco-Roman world, and Terabiblos, which means 4 books. He was born in Alexandria, and engraving, you can see that there's an engraving of a crowned Ptolemy being guided by the muse of astronomy, Urania, from Margarita Philosophica by Gregor Rishk, 1508. Although Abu Mashar believed Ptolemy to be one of the Ptolemaic pharaohs who ruled Egypt after the conquest of Alexandria the Great, the title King Ptolemy is generally viewed as a mark of respect for Ptolemy's elevated standing in science. He claimed that he received his knowledge from some stuff done 800 years ago. Let's talk about his rise to fame. He became the authoritative figure because Almagest was widely dubbed the leading work on science because his writing was convincing and had a sense of mysticism, which the superstitious people of the Middle Ages believed. In the modern ages, he would just be another caring QAnon types, but back then, he'd be huge. Oh, Godspeed. He was almost like the freaking god of astronomy at his peak in the Middle Ages. He was known as King Ptolemy of Alexandria, not really a royal though, not confused with Ptolemy Soter, who has a habit of being a really good guy and just getting roasted all around by Egyptian scientists. Astronomy. Ptolemy presented a useful tool for astronomical calculations in his handy tables, which tabulated all the data needed to compute the positions of the sun, moon, and the planets, the rising and setting of stars, and eclipses of the sun and moon. Ptolemy's handy tables provided a model for the later astronomical tables, or Zigés. In the Phaizé, Ptolemy gave a parapegma, a star calendar or an almanac, based on appearing and disappearing stars over the course of the year. His planetary hypothesis went beyond the mathematical model of the Almagest to present a physical realization of the universe as a set of nested spheres, in which he used the epicycles of his planetary model to compute the dimensions of the universe. Estimated that the sun was an average distance of 1,210 Earth radii, now actually known that 23,450 radii, while the radius of the spheres of fixed stars was 20,000 times the radius of the Earth. Geography with my man PC. He improved the map projections created by Eratosthenes, and go check out Eratosthenes' video. Truly award-winning. Actually, it isn't. In our channel. Now, time for a special segment on scientific so people buy for science, created by greedy astrologists. So you got tarot cards, you've got a bunch of astronomy. You know it. Anyways, his works, including his astrological works, went from Greek to Arabic to Latin. And sorry for that text, not sorry, memento mori. Anyways, he defended astronomy rather than giving you a manual of astronomy, and he did believe that temperature, heating and cooling, was what impacted your luck. Well, it's too hot today. Too bad that you won't get a wife. And he also had some problematic views. You please don't demonetize me, but he believed that race was one of the factors that impacted people's. So he's like, yeah, you're African American, or you're white, or you're Mediterranean. That's how your life goes. You're gonna be cobbler forever. And I'm not trying to target any single race. Please don't come at me. He was also a really great guy in music theory. So I just imagine him. Oh God! He has the face of Mozart. Things named after Ptolemy, the crater Ptolemaeus on Moon, Ptolemaeus on Mars, the asteroid 401 Ptolemaeus. Messiah 7 is the Ptolemy cluster. The Ptolemy stone is used in mathematics courses as both of the St. John's College campuses in the US. Ptolemy's theorem on distances is a cyclic quadrilateral, and its generalization, Ptolemy's inequality, Ptolemy project in University of California, Berkeley, Ptolemy graphs, and an actual Ptolemy locum. Thank you, and make sure to get subscribed. Every Friday we'll be having one scientist here